What's up, this is QwaZeh. Another quick tut on how to make a 2D object, any object, just like the one you see on the screen now, 3D using Photoshop and Cinema 4D. I know I did one for making a logo and I said I'd make one for an object, so here it is. So obviously you want to get the object that you want to use. It's just random, I thought I might use this, I couldn't think of anything else to use, so this would be a good example. Okay, there's the star saved there. Now I'm going to put it into Photoshop, drag it here, put it into Photoshop, new, I'll just make it, yeah, that'll do, drag it on, okay, drag it on, just make it that big, doesn't really matter. Just going to try and make this one as quick as I can. Don't want this one to last too long. But first of all, it just needs to actually go in. Okay, right. So now what we need to do is, oh my god, it's so slow. Alright, so I'm just going to make this full screen quick. Alright, so what we need to do now, I'm just going to zoom in just to make sure we get everything in there. Alright, so get the magic wand tool and just go straight around the object. Well, you might have to click individual selections like I am now, then you hold down shift, click another selection until it all joins out. I've had to do this with another one, so now you see it's just an outline around the whole thing instead of it being like that. You don't want it to have an outline around the actual box that it came with, so just click one of them, hold down shift, click, 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 and just click all the other ones that, right, so there you go. Now you've done that, you just want to rasterize the layer, go to paths and click this little button here. So now you've got a black line going around the whole thing. You can see it's got a little mark there. It shouldn't really make a difference when it comes into Cinema 4D. So in fact I'm going to show you how to correct it if you think this will make a big deal. No, I said I wanted to make it a quick one, so I'm just going to hold shift again just to check if it stays like that. Might just been a blip. So now there. Alright, okay, so just basically go for it again, it should be fine. You got the tiniest thing there which shouldn't really make a difference, but if it really does make a difference, and zoom straight in, use a rubber and rub any of the white bits around it, because there might be just there might just be a little section which it's joining into, which it shouldn't be. So now we've done that, all we do is go File, Export, pass to Illustrator. Okay, I'm just going to call it star again. Alright, so now that's saved, just going to minimize Photoshop, and we want to go into Cinema 4D, open, file, open, or merge if you've already got text or something in here, and just open up your Adobe Illustrator file, press OK. Alright, now you've got it in here, just bring it around a bit more. Alright, so now you want to press this little thing here, extrude NURBS, drag your star onto the extrude NURBS, and also what I didn't mention with the extrude NURBS, if you want to make it thicker, on movement you need to change the movement, so we just change this to 100, or 1000, you see the thickness that it changes, so just remove one, that's quite nice there. Just going to have it like that, just so you can see it's 3D. And also, if when you were using the text, when you import it in and check how many stars there are, there should be a little drop down bar like this, and you'll have loads of them. If it's a text where there's more than one thing that's been selected, there might be about 6 or 7 depending on how many letters or parts of a shape you're using. So you might need to drag loads of extrude NURBS in and drag them all onto individuals. So, right, anyway, now you've done that, I'm just gonna copy and paste so we get another one. So now I'm gonna go to caps. Yeah, I'm gonna go to caps, make it fillet and fillet. I don't really change the fillet size. It looks like an alright size. And also, it's in documents. I've got material pack, which was made by the 696 baby. Yeah, the 696 baby. This is the version 2 of his pack, so I'll leave a link in the description for this materials pack as well. Make sure you go check him out. He does some good GFX tutorials and stuff like that. So now just drag on whichever colours you'd want to use, or you can create them yourself, obviously, if you want to do it from scratch. So I'm just going to drag them on, and I'm just going to change the colour a little bit when it loads. Alright. To change the colour of these materials, the ones that I've selected, obviously you want the diffuse to be the same, specular the same. Specular free is the one where the colour actually changes. Just gonna sneeze. No, right. Sorry about that. Now go change it to whatever colour you want. I'm just gonna use a yellow like that. Obviously you could add sparkle onto it. I'm not going to get into it. So you add just whatever you want to it until you get the sort of colour that you want, obviously. Yeah. So I'm just going to go through the render settings again. Output. Just put this 1280, 720 because I know they're good resolution settings. Save. If you want no background on it, as I mentioned in the last one, PNG, alpha channel, and then name it whatever you want and where you want. Just star. Close it, and now that's what you're going to be getting out of it. So I'm just gonna. Alright, so now you just press the button in the middle while it renders out. Now we'll just drag it in Photoshop and see what we get. I saved it in the documents again. Right, so get Photoshop open. Photoshop. When it loads. Alright, so this is the one that we previously had. I'm just gonna go. I'm going to make a new one. I'm just going to make this one 1280 720, just as it's the same settings as the one I just made. 720, press OK, and obviously drag the star on. Hold it over for a few seconds, let go. So there's a star that you were trying to make. Alright, so now that's done, you obviously want to export it. Just save for web devices, unless you want to save your PSD as well. I'm just going to save mine as a JPEG. In fact, I'm going to save mine as a PNG 24. This is exactly the same as what we just did in Cinema 4D. Just make it transparency, and then just press save. And I'm going to call this star 2. Save. That's it. I'll just show you what it's going to look like here. It's the finished thing. That's it there. So yeah, thanks for watching my tutorial on how to get a 2D shape into a 3D shape using Photoshop and Cinema 4D, and I'll have some more soon, so cheers.